One of the more dramatic results from this past week in high school football was Hale Center's win over Tahoka. That game was decided on last-minute play. We're not going to spoil it for you because, of course, we have the footage. I'm Phil Torino. This is the Lone Star Varsity High School Coaches Show. Very pleased to have the coach of the Owls, Adam Cummings. Thank you very much for the time. We appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate y'all having me.
We're going to get right into it with some highlights from Hale Center's win over Tahoka. So how about the first play you're going to take us through here?
Well, this first play we're looking at, this is DJ Dunn and Trey Buxton. This is just a make-em jump play that we have, and it's nothing special. We're just trying to draw the defense off. We're deep in our territory. We actually don't get the call, but Tahoka does a good job staying onside, and we're throwing it to Buxton regardless of the coverage, and so that's what we have here. Trey goes up, just does a good job. You know, fortunately for us, the defender fell, but you know, Trey did the rest.
How did he manage not to let that gap close? Because it looks like 24 is coming.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he found another gear or what. You know, Trey's got deceptive speed. He really does. He's a tall kid. You know, he's about 6'2", 6'3".
Okay.
And you know, he was a 52 quarter guy for us in track this past year and did a great job for us. So he does have some wheels.
Now, I think people, some of our audience, they may not necessarily be able to put DJ Dunn together with Hale Center, but if you have been following our coverage all year, he has had some enormous games. Is this something you anticipated from him coming in this year, going over like 300 yards so routinely?
Yeah, we really did. You know, he had a great offseason for us. Of course, he plays baseball and does a great job on the mound for the Owls. And so throughout our leadership development that we had in the spring and then our boot camp that we had,
yes.
Just did a great job in terms of being a leader. You know, this summer during our summer sports fit program that we have, our strength and conditioning, he did a great job with that as well. And so we really did. We had high expectations for him.
Okay.
Just the top version.
The tight version of that same play?
Our offensive line did a great job on the protection of that play too, because it's really designed to draw somebody off and not give them a shot to get through. But in that case, they had to actually protect.
That was directly to his hands? I mean, he caught that on the fly?
This is a little play we got. I have to give credit to Louisville Hebron. This is where we got this play from.
Okay.
It's just a little onside pooch kick, and just happened to work. We had used it earlier in the year, and we're kind of trying to save it for a time when we felt like we needed to have it. And, you know, Tahoka had us down and felt like we really needed it.
And the play before this, though, you had kicked the ball directly out, right?
Yeah, we actually had kicked the ball out of bounds on the kick before, and so they opted to kick again, so they moved us back. And Adrian Cifuentes is our kicker. He's just a sophomore, so we're excited about him the next couple of years. But did a great job on the kick, put it right at the 11-yard mark, and Ryan Sandoval, our only freshman on varsity, is the one that made the catch on the sideline.
Now, so he didn't really sneak back out. He sort of just remained there.
We bring them back in, and they just stay out just to see how a team adjusts to it. And you know, it's no secret. Like I said, we've done it a couple of times this year, so pretty fortunate.
Now, this looks very crisp here. Did you work on this a lot in practice? I mean, to make it look this
Adrian
smooth?
does.
Okay.
Adrian does a lot of kicking, you know, and we do a lot with our edge guys, you know, working those type of things. And this is, you know, one of many things that we use in this little setup. But in this one particular, yeah, they've worked this kick probably 10 or 15 times a day.
And what do we have here?
This is probably the turning point in terms of our defense, putting pressure in the second half, causing a turnover. You know, we kind of had the momentum starting to go back in our favor, but Tahoka, give them credit, they just kept fighting back and keeping the lead. And this really, I felt like, was a turning point in the game where we actually were able to fully gain the momentum and start taking control of the game.
This is a fourth down play right here?
No, this actually isn't. We had a fourth down stop actually right after the next drive. We score on this drive, and then on the next drive we had a big fourth down stop that put us back in scoring position. But this was the drive right before that.
Okay. It's probably a good look at this just
Yeah.
to see it.
Just get good pressure. We've got a couple of guys doing really good. That's Quentin Bendel that caused the initial contact, number 73 at the tackle spot.
It has a good bounce for you too, right? Right back, it comes right back up.
Yeah, and that was one thing we were we were a little frustrated at this point in the games. We had 5 opportunities, forced fumbles, and we didn't recover any of them until this one. And this is the infamous last play. Give credit to Tahoka. They did a great job defensively. They really did. The play we had called, they completely snuffed it out, didn't give us a chance. And a lot of times in plays like this, you have a holding penalty or a block in the back or a lineman downfield, and our guys just did a great job of staying on blocks and buying DJ some time, and DJ did the rest with his feet. And then our receivers did a good job of working to open space. That's Trey Buxton that catches it in the corner of the end zone. He actually starts on the far left, so you can see him walking across the back.
And just to reset this play quickly here, at this point in the game, Hale Center is down by 4 points with 6 seconds left. This was actually the final play. That is the touchdown from Dunn to Trey Buxton that reeled it in. Now, he covers a lot of ground here, Dunn. Has he covered this much ground before on other plays like this?
I don't know that he's ever ran this far in his life. No, he's not really, no. I mean, we do some sprint out, but most of what we do is drop back passing.
Okay.
We don't do a ton of sprint out. So, yeah, but it's just nice to see a drill that we work every day in quarterback drills, a pocket escape, and then, we work scramble drill every week as well, and so these are things that we actually work that we're able to put to action.
Now, at this point, I'll wait for it to get there. Like right here, do you think he's going down when this is happening?
I'm not going to lie, I was a little worried. Number 50, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head, he's a phenomenal defensive lineman, this defensive end right here, and he gave us fits all night. And when I saw him come off the edge, I was concerned. And DJ did a great job on the escape and buying himself some time.
Is there a tighter look at this one too? This play?
Yes, I don't know that the catch is actually in it, but we can.
Let's see. Okay, at least we can see him escaping.
Don't quite get the catch in that one.
The press box at Tahoka got us a little bit
Yeah.
there. And just looking ahead to this upcoming week's game against Abernathy, are you getting the impression from your players that this is a good opportunity for them to show their progression?
I think so. I mean, Abernathy's a great team. Coach Daly does a phenomenal job there, has for a long time. Nothing says it's going to be an easy game by any stretch. And I would still say we're definitely the underdog. But I think our kids right now are feeling a little momentum and feel like that their efforts are paying off. I really do.
On the walk up here, we spoke a bit about the parity, I guess, or the level of competition in your district. I think a lot of times districts can, like in the beginning of the year, look competitive and then end up, really not being so competitive.
Right.
I think with New Deal's success, it sort of attracted people to watch this district because Abernathy has, at least because of last year's state quarterfinal performance, the name recognition. With New Deal's playing and the way that you guys have started as well, do you think it's helped at all bring a bit of recognition to this district?
I think so. I think the more competitive our district is outside of our district, the more attention it brings. And I think that only makes us better as a district. I wouldn't want it any other way than for New Deal to be one of the top teams in the state, one of Abernathy to be one of the top teams, because that makes us better ultimately, and it better prepares us for the playoff situation that whoever we end up playing, So I definitely think it's a positive.
Just to lay this out for everyone in case you're missing exactly what we're talking about here, Abernathy was remarkable last year, was a state quarterfinalist, and now you look at the result that happened last Friday when New Deal won, really in a blowout win over Abernathy. I think it shows that how quickly things can change, right, from one season to the next, and you're starting to see teams like Hale Center improve, and at least to me, it does say that this district can really shake out in an interesting way.
Yeah, I think right now it's anybody's district. I think obviously if you look at it, New Deal has to be considered the front runner. They're incredibly talented. They're well coached. You know, Abernathy's still in the mix. We're in the mix.
Yeah.
Tahoka's still in the mix.
Yeah.
Florida's in the mix.
Yeah.
You know, and at this point, Olton's in the mix. I mean, it's that's one of the special things about our district and how competitive it is, and the way. You know, I would consider us bottom half of the district since we didn't make the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
The bottom half has improved, and so because of that, that makes the top half better, and hopefully we can be in the top half this year.
This is Hale Center coach Adam Cummings. Thank you very much for the time. We appreciate it.
Well, thank y'all again for having me.
Definitely. I'm Phil Torino, and thanks very much for watching the Lone Star Varsity Coaches Show.